let's start it
Let's
off.
start it off.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everybody welcome. Well, we were already approached by someone by the name of Sky who runs a doesn't run, but he's a part of an improv. That was interesting. Again, listening to him, that was cool. But I was like, all right, I'm setting up my podcast guy, but I'm not gonna shun ya. You know?
Exactly.
Let's hear what you got.
Yes, we're not gonna put you off or put you away.
We're not gonna pull a Renee.
No, we're not.
Inside Broadway Bar joke.
Oh, dude, yeah, bro. Before we were just here.
Oh man,
They
Let's
almost
talk it.
fucking sacrificed our boy. They were gonna crucify him, man.
So, yeah. Wait.
Let's not burn our bridges here, dude.
Big Fran?
Yeah.
Franny? Well, there's no bridges burned, but there was a man who came who interrupted a conversation that maybe he shouldn't have been in. Now, people want to be social justice warriors for what they believe is their right cause. But you're not a part of the group. This is an A, B, C, and D conversation, so effective immediately, E your way out of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't get involved. Just shut the fuck up and disagree, but keep it to yourself. You don't need to interject.
I mean, that's quite sure. Ideally, one beautiful thing about all of our friends is that we all have differing opinions, but never once have we decided to physically attach those opinions to who we are as individuals.
Yes.
We may have crazy opinions, but I know deep down, my boy's a good guy. He's a good man. I have crazy opinions. I say a lot of crazy shit on stage. But if you actually get to know me, I'm not that bad. And we have a lot of people in here today. It's not as chill as last time.
Actually, I feel like, I don't know, they're a lot more talkative because it's them talking versus quietly watching the game.
The game.
Yeah, shout out to Indiana, by the way. Shout out to something Mendoza, Cuban motherfucker, Raiders next guy. But that is the difference, And even we talked about it from the last episode we posted. He felt like he talked too much. I felt like I sounded stupid. That's fine. I'm used to that shit. But finding the balance on letting people speak and finish their points, I guess.
Yes, ideal.
Ideal, yeah.
So we are learning. We're learning. It is a learning curve. We had a lot of things going on, dude. My energy is okay. It's not down. It's just much more very...
We don't have anything. We didn't show up with shit. Let's be honest. I didn't show up with shit.
Not necessarily. There was nothing.
We got something,
Yes.
but there's no specific topic.
To go through. Like we said, we're just trying it out. Not even trying it out. We're doing it, but we are just going as we go.
Hey, we're in the rut. Dave, save
I need him
us.
so
We're drowning,
bad.
Dave.
Bring your conspiracy
Bring in
theories.
the Illuminati and the Grand Masons and how they imprinted the line for no one to prosper other than them,
Exactly. But ideally, man, even I would like to apologize. Last time we had a discussion, we were talking about success. If success takes hard work and luck, it does both. So again, to his point, he said that even if you work hard, you need a little bit of luck to make the work happen. And we made it work, but it didn't happen. Not because of us.
No, brother, we've been very unlucky to touch up on it. We had our hard work has been stifled by a little bit of bad luck and the powers of an old curmudgeon white man.
It's hard,
but it is what it is. I'm not gonna put on the old white man. It's just
it's just the way things happen.
Unlucky.
It's unlucky. I mean, even when we transitioned to comedy, the same thing happened. Like we're doing great in comedy.
Oh man.
Guys, guess who it is?
What you talking
A
about?
7-nation army couldn't hold him back.
Yes.
Here he is.
Here
the people
it
you
is.
rave, the
They
people
tried.
you crave.
They tried.
It's Dave.
It's
baby.
Dave. He's here.
Oh man, Dave.
Our Hail Mary.
So what are we talking about,
About
guys?
whatever you want to talk about,
Dave,
brother.
Dave, brother, good to see
Well,
you
yeah, it's
again.
funny. We just over there talking. We went through a whole segment on where the word jackass came from.
Oh.
Okay, enlighten us. Where did it come from?
What do you guys?
We have no idea.
I think the
We
man.
know what it means.
What does it mean?
Well, it means a dumb shit.
Donkey. Okay.
What it means a person who
person
does
who's a
ignorant
dumb shit.
things
And
most of
ignorant.
the time.
And where did that
But where
come
did the name
from?
Jack come from? Because the word ass is even in the Bible.
Yes.
You know, Mary and Jesus rode on
An ass.
on an ass.
Sodomy,
Yeah.
or what was the masturbation? Jack off? Have you? If your Uncle Jack helped you off an elephant, would you help your Uncle Jack off an elephant? That's a lame joke from a movie.
That's a stupid joke.
Well, it is a stupid joke. I didn't think you were bringing masturbation into all this.
Well, in the
know-
new age day with the porn influx and everything, jacks. A lot of people go to jack off, and I'm a comedian. I gotta find a joke somewhere.
Well, everybody jacks off. I mean, come on.
I mean, when do you
My
stop?
God.
By
Do you ever
God.
stop? Like,
Hey,
Well, I'm 71 years old. Well,
what were
I
you
can't-
jacking
I'm
off
not
to?
you
as a
can't
young man?
say that.
Okay, all right.
He was like, I gotta keep quiet. I can't let him know everything.
I can't let. Gotta keep my
No,
pocket. Gotta
we
keep
could-
my
we
cards
could
in the
keep it
deck.
demure. We could keep it
know.
demure. So do you
Okay.
think like when you're aging, we're actually even just talking about growing up, and like do you feel as young as you were now when you wake up? Or is your mind young and your body old, or does your mind age with you?
Yes.
No, as you know, I'm quite a bit older than you,
Yes.
gentlemen are.
I never
But
noticed.
but no, when you wake up in the morning, you right off the bat, you have a lot of things to think about.
Death,
You know
life,
what?
living.
That's a good subject
I
to talk
cheated
about.
death today.
Yeah, but that's another thing altogether. Because as you get older, you accept death a lot more.
Yes.
True.
You know, but no, you wake up and first off, you God damn, I slept wrong last night.
Doug, I'm 30 and I'm
Because something's hurting.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I don't. You know,
It's you don't feel mentally old. You like does your brain feel old, or you're just like you're still the young you?
The spirit is sorry to interject.
Yeah.
The spirit is willing, but the body is young or flesh or human. You know what I mean? Your spirit's still there, but the
Yeah.
body's just going,
now
right?
you wake up and usually you have a plan for what you want to do for the day,
Yeah.
and you have to figure out, can I do this?
Can I do this? Yes.
Not a set in
Yes.
your ways. Just can I do
Yeah,
it?
it's
That's
like
cool.
I just can't get up and go say, okay, I'm going to go out there and climb up on the roof today and
And then you realize you can't.
regrout the fireplace.
Yeah.
Were you a carpenter by trade?
No,
Were you
I'm a painting contractor by trade.
painting contractor? Okay, so that's why I wanted to ask because you went to that. So okay, so you still think about, man, dude, back in my I'm not gonna go out there and throw up some drywall or throw a couple strokes on the paint, but
No.
I'm here today.
I hung a lot of drywall by there, but no, I won't hang
you're
anymore.
Mexican.
You're Mexican.
Órale pues. Soy mexicano. I'm making jokes. I'm Mexican. 100%.
Well, you got to know that I've worked in the trade for a long time, and we went from white guys to a
Mexican.
mixture of Mexicans and white guys
Yes.
to Mexicans.
Back to Mexicans.
You know, and
Actually,
you know
they're
what?
Guatemalans.
It wasn't more or less because of anything more than the fact that we had a lot of immigrants, and you always had some guy that knew how to speak Spanish fluent. And so they were able to get the labor cheap, so they were able to put the bids in cheap.
True.
It had nothing to do with anybody being able to do it any better than anybody else.
Money.
It had to do with money and the fact that they got cheap labor.
Yes.
Like I said, I was raised in Houston.
Yeah.
So you're around a lot of the familia, the folk.
Hell yeah. They were friends of mine.
And by the way, people, just add context. If you hear someone say immigrants or Dave, no, he's not saying it in a way. It's just a word to be said that is true and factual. Some people might hear immigrants and get triggered
Oh,
by it.
no,
but
no,
Dave
no.
is a very well-rounded man. For God's sakes, the man's been here longer than us. So he
Twice
knows a
as
little
long,
thing or two.
maybe three
You know?
times as long.
Maybe three.
But no. I have nothing against immigrants.
No, of course not.
Hell no.
Unless they're not the ones I like.
But what should
So-
they
Now,
do?
there's a lot of
Joking,
people
joke.
I don't
There's
like.
just regular people you don't like, whether they're
Yeah,
immigrants.
that's
It's-
right.
I gotta
Yeah.
keep it funny. I'm a comedic. humor-like guy. But anyways, Dave, sorry, and Simba, I don't want to interrupt. Or
No, you're
interject.
good. You're good.
So where are you from?
Okay.
I didn't ask you that before. Where are you from?
Congo. I was born in Botswana. My father was a refugee from the war in Congo, which was destabilized. So by the time I think it was your time, it was called Zaire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was called Zaire. And that's where you had Mobutu and whatever. And then the CIA went in there during the Cold War because we had leaders from Africa who were vouching for either the Soviet Union or the Americans. So even like they say America hasn't been in war, we've had a lot of wars, but not in
Who said
America.
America's ever
No,
been?
we just back the people to send
Exactly,
in.
it's
Classic
proxy
ways,
wars.
the classic
Was it
yes,
Afghanistan
proxy
where we were having proxy wars with the backed Soviet guys and then the American people? So
Well-
it's the same thing that happened in my country.
You know, Afghanistan is what broke the Soviet Union apart because they went broke from what the wars they were having in
In
Afghanistan.
the Soviet.
Funding
Yes.
the Houthis.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Chesney, I mean, that's why the Soviet Union broke apart. They went broke. They couldn't afford.
They couldn't afford fighting.
the military
Yeah.
to keep all of the nations together.
Yeah. I mean, that's
they-
what Saddam's plan, that was his plan too, to bring America into war, to start the wars, thinking that it will make America go bankrupt. But little does he know, man, our treasury is strong as fuck, and
we're
we can
not.
just
We're
keep
freaking
printing.
bankrupt.
But how
No, we're
bankrupt
not
are we if we
bankrupt.
can just keep
As the only
printing
true
money?
American supporter, we have the money backed, and money is a fiat currency. It's all fake.
It's all
we have
fake.
the guns. We will do it. Debt is nothing when it
know-
comes to America, which is
Yeah.
horrible. It's good for us in a way, but it's bad for the destabilized regions that we leave behind in the wake. I will say that. It's bad.
Well, it's like this, you know, in the same aspect of what you're talking about. If it wasn't for the fact that China and everybody buys our bonds and our debt, we would not have what we have. The rest of the world pays for our prosperity,
Indeed.
you know.
Indeed.
And it's sad.
And they're paying for it now with the tariffs.
And then some.
And then
And then some. And other countries are worse off.
Way worse
Which I
off.
don't understand where, you know, the line's been drawn as to who pays the most. Well, it's whoever pisses off Trump. That's where
Exactly.
the line is.
for now, and you know, we could put it with Trump, but whoever pisses off the American president.
To be
but
honest,
for now, it
that's
is
true.
Trump, so we can say that it is.
Trump is
but whoever
ramping
pisses
up.
off.
He just vocalizes it
Yes,
more than any of the
yes.
other ones do.
Because
He's-
before
he'll
saying
talk.
Trump's not a
yeah,
bad person.
he's doing what
You
other
gotta take the
presidents
good
did
with the
before
bad and the
him.
bad with the good.
That's right. He has so many things he does good, but his bad things are so vocal and out there and so much public scrutiny that he gets blamed for everything that goes wrong.
Man, well, may I say this? I know a man who's from Libya. You know him. He was worked with us, but he said that my country was beautiful. Muammar Gaddafi, no matter how you feel, he tried to do some things to get his country up and going. However, though, our guy did say Obama kind of fucked that up by bombing the shit out of us. So it's like, so
Say, Mel, pay
his
that.
Trump is Obama.
Yes.
His thing, and I hate to bring up Obama. I don't like doing that, but it's just because it's presidencies. Nixon or Truman, whoever did Vietnam, but it was to fight against again the communists, the
Candidates.
Red Scare, you know, whatever candidacy maybe, you know, but I guess to each their own. America and the presidencies, like I said, we do some fucked up shit and people just lie in the wake of it. I guess, you know. I don't know.
Well-
Am I off? He has thoughts. He's thinking. He's formulating. Come on.
No, you're not
I
off.
might be wrong. I might
No,
be
no,
off.
you're not off. You're actually quite spot on. Because again, ideally, like you said, it's Trump is being more vocal about it. But before, it used to be a conspiracy theory. Like when you say that America is like, for example, when I was back home and I came to America, I remember in 2015 when I'd tell people that I'm here because we destabilized my country, people will think I'm lying because it was a conspiracy. When you told people, now we know that the CIA destabilizes people. But before, it was considered a conspiracy theory. Now it's common. But prior to this, the energy before was that, hey, we are there to liberate people and to spread democracy. That has always been the lie. But ideally, we only spread democracy somehow to where they are minerals.
I was
We
just-
never
we
go
want the
to
minerals.
fucking Guatemala and spread democracy over there. But I mean, that's just hypothetical.
They just got bananas.
It's just I mean, we did spread democracy there too with the banana wars, which the CIA
Banana republics.
overthrew
Okay.
the government.
Is there, okay, you just brought up something like democracy.
Indeed.
Does anybody even have democracy?
What
Yes.
is your
Do you think
definition
we
of
have
democracy?
democracy?
That's a very good question, but
Do
does
you
anyone
think
have
we are
democracy?
free here in the United
What
States?
is
We're
your
not
definition?
free.
Yeah, he thinks we are.
Yes, to
We're
a
not
certain
free.
extent. To a
We're
certain
free.
extent.
We're free till we piss off the government. And once you piss off the government, whatever agency it is you piss off comes down on your ass.
Now, that I can agree with. We have the full quasi say of democracy, but at the end of the
What
day,
is democracy? Let us start by defining it.
oh man,
What is your
What is your vision? Because you're very democratic in a sense. What do you think democracy
I'll just be straight up from a Trump
means? Yeah.
supporter for now. Just straight up.
Yeah.
I can play the both, but from where I am today, democracy is having the choice to have your freedom of vote now.
That's what you
I
consider
voted.
that
No.
is-
Democracy is we have the freedom to vote. We have the freedom of choice to live our life and do as we do. There are set rules and boundaries. That's why we have laws which inhibit. But I voted for who and such and so I voted for. And even then, you see, everyone thought Hillary or whatever, whoever the fuck maybe was gonna win. Fucking son of a bitch. Fucking Trump won.
But that's not what democracy is.
No, but democracy is the freedom to choose and vote and have your choice.
No,
Now,
democracy
they have
is a way to
quasi-
live your life the way you want to live your life.
That
That's
is-
democracy.
Okay,
and
from
we
your
don't have
perspective.
that.
Not in a way anymore.
I mean,
Sense. In a more
ideally-
libertarian perspective, if you're going that way, yes. Yes, we don't have that.
Oh,
I can't chop a tree down
I
without
mean-
anyone giving me a fine, which is
Or
fucked up.
even
you know, I
if you
can't
say
own a
democracy
gun.
is if you base your democracy on voting, right?
That-
What if I tell you what is the purpose of the electoral college if what we say matters? Because you could win a popular vote, but if the electoral college makes the final say on who wins, who won the popular vote last time? I think it was either Trump, but the electoral college, I don't know who
Also
it
won
was.
Trump?
No, they picked somebody
No,
else.
that was the one
no,
before.
no,
Trump
no,
won
no.
the
The one
electoral.
before.
That's the
yeah,
one
he's talking about the
before.
one before.
That
yes.
was the one
Yes.
before.
The
No,
Trump,
Trump
yeah.
won the election, no doubt.
Yes. Which
You
one?
know,
The first one or the second
No,
one?
Both of them.
The second one, the first one, he won the popular, I want to say, but the
But the
electoral
electoral-
went.
College
But he won.
Biden.
He won our vote. You
Yeah,
know,
but-
I have no quandaries on who won our elections. You start getting into that can of worms.
Back to the basis. What's the basis?
Of
What do we define
democracy.
as
We're
freedom
back
or
to
democracy? Yes.
And my definition of democracy is that I do what's right by my government. I follow their rules, and I'm able to live my life the way I want to live it. But those set of rules are set before I ever, they're set every day. And I have to sometimes bend my way of thinking to those rules.
True.
And do you remember when we
Very true.
lost most of our civil rights as citizens or as Americans? Do you remember the specific point where we started living under, I would say, an authoritarian rule? It was right after 9/11. The Patriot
Oh, it
Act.
came long
Act,
before
and-
9/11.
Way off, way long.
Fair, but now we
That's
gave it a
true.
name and a basis.
Yes, and then we
in
made
my-
it real. The Patriots
Okay.
Act is what took away most of our rights as civilians.
It didn't.
The Patriot Act is still a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I lived through the
Semi-sort of,
60s, and you know, when America changed more than it has changed any other time besides now. Now America's
Now it's
changing.
actually changing. Yeah.
America's not, and it's not for the good. Back then we were trying to change for the good. We were
Yes.
trying to give people equal rights.
Yes.
You know, and that was a fight. And people did not know how quite to accept it.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I remember it, you know, because I lived it.
You lived
Yeah.
through segregation.
I can.
Damn straight
Oh, yeah,
I did.
yeah.
And
In the South.
My father's 65 and went through some of this shit.
In the South.
touching ends.
but
I
you know,
was
most
raised in North Carolina. So you want to talk about a place that was at epicenter.
Segregated and
Yeah.
divided.
I mean, there was places, and I remember this myself, and it's sad to say, where a black man and a white man did not walk down the same side of the street.
Oh wow. That
You
is
know?
not.
Thank you. I was staring at that the
I
whole
lived in.
time.
I
No,
got you, brother.
it's bad.
Yeah.
You know, I remember, you know, I used to go out because I lived not far from Kinston, North Carolina, and there were signs. I mean, black bathrooms, white bathrooms, and it was a known law if two people were walking down the street, one was black, one was white, the black guy had to walk across the other side of the street.
Yes.
Yes.
And do you
What
know
kind of
what?
crap
What's
is
that
that?
one? What's that one?
Thank
where the,
you
where
for
the,
saying that.
Oh, go ahead. No,
Sorry,
go ahead. No,
like
you're fine.
even
Take your turn.
yesterday, my friends asked me, we're hanging out, they were like, why are all black guys that I know emotional behind closed doors? Because again, I was like, dude, it's things like that that you're saying that is real. Like if you
It was
see,
real.
it happens right now, even to this day. If I see, to be
I
honest,
don't see it.
not to be a, I know you don't, but like, I mean, like, if I'm walking down the street, right? Do you know how rare it is people say excuse me, especially if they are older? They never expect to make room for me. They expect me to step across and move away. And it's one of actually my biggest pet peeves. It happens a lot, but these things were real.
Well,
but
I'm
then
sorry.
you hear conservatives saying that the worst thing happened to America, they were saying, was civil rights acts. That's why they are repealing.
That's
They're
wrong
repealing
to
that,
say.
but
Civil
that's what they
rights acts
say.
were great. It's for
and then
everybody
they're
to choose.
repealing.
We
What
have
do
a
you call
dream.
this?
Sorry.
The diversity clause where you have to hire black people, and they're saying that it's about merit.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's wrong, bro. If white companies had the option to, they would not hire black people. And then when they put that
I don't
diversity
want to put
clause,
it on everybody. I won't say that.
No,
Yeah.
because I'm going to tell you a little thing.
Okay.
When you get into that right there, I told you I lived in Houston.
yes,
And I was a painting contractor in Houston.
Another shot?
I did a lot of work in black neighborhoods because I lived right on the verge of a black neighborhood because I lived down by the Houston Astrodome, and all around the Astrodome, what's called Third Ward.
yes,
It's all black, you know, except for some of the business. But I used to do a lot of work down there. And I would sometimes, you know, I knew there were black painters and you know, and all this. Well, here I'm a white guy in the middle of Third Ward painting. And then sometimes I'd ask these people, I said, how come I'm over here doing your painting? There's a guy right down the street that's black, you know, that's painting. How come you got me? They said, and you know what? They make fun of it the way they say it, but they believed it. It says, if I hire him, God damn it, he's going to steal me blind.
that's true.
Dude, and that's the
true.
self-hatred, and even I have,
Yes.
as a
That's
Mexican
stupid way
going
of
for
thinking,
Trump,
but black
it
people
is-
thought that way.
You're
It
right.
is
You're
there's
very
self-hatred
right.
in that thing, and I think,
Yeah.
and now I have a problem with that being it from a black man, a Mexican man, and you being around ethnic people. I'm seeing that towards white people within themselves.
Oh, yeah.
This white
Self-hating,
man,
policing white men.
we're all starting to take our turns on self-hating in a way. And goddamn it, when you're a regular person, don't you hate to see that? You don't want to see
I
a
hate to
white
see
man
it.
hate you. You don't want to see a black
But
man hate
that's
a
a
black man.
very great
And it
point.
sucks, but it
That's a
is
very
true.
great point,
I
and
love
it's
self-hatred
honest.
within
It's
ourselves.
real.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I did business, sorry to interject, I had a cleaning company, I had all this other stuff. Whenever, in fact, the reason why I feel like my business failed was that I wish if I had a white supervisor, my own workers would have listened to me more. But because I'm black, they did not listen. And whenever I had a white guy go bid for contracts, they will take his first offer. But whenever I went to bid my contracts, they would always ask less from me. You know what I mean? And that is true. We don't support our own people. We don't put up our own people because yet we think low of our
Lesser
own
of our-
people.
They
We
do.
think less. That is very right.
Whether you're white,
That is
black,
true. And I
Indian,
have
or
no
black, it
defense
knows
to that.
no color, yeah.
Because I've experienced it. So I can't really say it's on the other side. Well, it's even within my own community, I experience inequality.
sad.
And now
That is well said. Thank you for. That is a real checklist that
But I
I
lived
genuinely
that. I
have
heard
no
that.
answer.
Yes, and
I
then
heard
to
that
go
from
back
people.
to the
Yeah.
okay, so
You know,
third
and so-
ward. So are we done with that? I was just gonna go back to your
Yeah.
to keep going where you were going from the third ward. You've lived it. The black hires a black man, they'll rob me blind. That's fucking crazy to say right now.
Yeah,
But I've said some crazy shit on my podcast, but it's
true.
But it's true.
It's fucking true.
So basically, what we're telling America is the self-hatred within our own races needs to be changed, and we need to lift ourselves to uplift everybody in a way.
I mean,
Is
in
that
a
thing?
sense, that's true. I can't blame other people when, again, even though I feel like there is. Do you think racism exists? Let me ask that question.
Yes.
does racism exist?
He's like, I'll call you an N-word right now.
Listen here. I don't.
You know what? I would never call
Yes.
you that because I don't know you that
Yes.
well.
Well, brother, give it one more episode. We'll give it one more episode.
No, I had a black guy live next to me in Houston,
Yes.
and
Oh,
he, you know, he
N-word
called,
Jim, hard R.
Yeah.
Call him N-word
he
Jim.
called me, you know, he called me Peckerwood. I'd call, you know, the N-word. I don't use
Yeah.
the N-word no more.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
think it's very bad and because it's gone to a degrading thing,
Yes.
and I don't like to degrade anybody.
Indeed.
But-
It's
but-
not coming from a place of love.
But what if it's not what you say, it's how you say it? But I can understand it. I can understand.
No, excuse
From
me, and I'm
your
going to say the
being
one
an elder
word,
man,
and I'm going to say a word that I really think ought to be out of the human, language.
Oh, shit,
The
son.
word cunt.
Ah, that's where my
My
head was.
God, anybody that ever says that has so much disrespect for a woman. I think that word ought to, and that's
But what if
out
she
thinking
is
the
one?
N-word.
What if she is a
Right.
cunt?
But, dude,
What if you are an
Which is
N-word?
racist as shit. I only call you this because you're acting like this. That's
Yeah,
so
that is
this
right.
racist Peckerwood. That's I'm
Okay.
calling him because he's acting
Guys,
like
Dave is giving us
wait
wisdom.
a minute. This
Yeah.
woman
David.
can sit right here. I don't care what she says to me.
Yeah.
I can call her anything in the world.
Yeah.
I don't have to call her cunt.
Yeah.
I don't have to say the word nigger. And I
Yeah.
just said it.
Yes,
That's
but
fine.
That's fine.
But
You-
I'm never
yes.
going to tell a man to his face
You're not.
That, yes.
Because I don't think
You're
any
fine,
man's
buddy.
that's the lowest thing in the world you can call somebody.
Yes.
And I think it's bad.
It's
I think
bad.
it's wrong. It should be eliminated from
Yes.
And the
Yes,
word,
of
to me,
course.
the word cunt ought to be gone.
Liberal
It ought
is
to be
actually
gone.
the new word. That's not anywhere near those. But liberal now, have you guys turned that? Now when you call someone a liberal, it kind of
So
means the new faggot in a way.
But what
You
other
know what I
words
mean?
would you say
You
should
know-
be eliminated?
Well, word faggot. He just
Fa-
said it. Now you know how much I used that word growing up.
Don't be gay.
Yes.
Don't be a
I mean, it was
you know,
common
bro,
back
it's
in the
bro's
days.
term, bros.
Yeah.
Bros.
But
You're a
yeah.
bro. Look at that.
The word
Yeah.
faggot was one of the biggest things back in the old days.
Oh, dude, you
when I
ate
was growing
celery
up.
back in the days. They
You
call
want to get
you
in
a
a fight,
fag.
you just
Yeah.
walk up to you.
You don't.
frickin',
What,
you
I don't
know.
want a cigarette with my pancakes. What am I, faggot? Of course
Yeah.
I want a cigarette with my pancakes.
Exactly.
Back in the old days, buddy, you didn't call anybody a faggot.
It was fighting words.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh, of course.
Those
of course.
was fighting
Of
words.
course, even if you called the old fairies down the way, they might
Even
tussle.
if they were.
They're all school
Which I don't
boys.
even know what the definition is
Shout out to
anymore.
the old school gays, homosexuals. You guys really put up with crazy shit. And the new guys are doing it, but the old school men,
So do
those
we
guys
think
are old
back
school.
to social questions?
Anyways,
Wait,
before
wait a Excuse me a second. I
No,
got
okay. No, go
I
ahead.
need a beer, and I just see my guy going up to get one.
Yeah, you gotta get
And
one.
we
Get
buy
one.
around.
You gotta
Yes.
get
So I'll be
good.
right back for this,
Okay.
this
Hey,
conversation.
bring him in if he
Please,
wants to join.
come back.
Hey,
Yes.
bring him in.
Mel? Mel?
Man up, man up.
Is Doug getting me
Do
one?
you want me to get you one?
Okay.
All right. Doug's got you. So bring Doug.
Okay.
Doug, you
No, I
old
already
polecat,
asked.
get over
Doug
here.
ain't coming in. I call him the platinum stallion.
No, Silver
Yeah.
Fun, the platinum.
He's got
stallion,
that Kenny
I like
Rogers hair.
Oh, and he's had it for
Yeah.
quite a
that.
while.
At least an 8-incher on him.
I like
At
that.
Yeah, he
dude.
was part
Pause.
of
I
our-
like the white hair, not the 8-inch. Let me clarify.
8 inch. How'd you get 8? How'd that
I'm
come
just
into this
because
conversation?
it's not silver, it's platinum.
No,
It's
this
just,
guy
I'm just
can
joking.
tell.
I'm doing the
But
fucking.
8 inch?
He's a hog specialist.
He's
That's a baby.
He's like,
What?
oh, what are you packing? 10 inches?
Dude,
Jesus Christ!
Dave,
No wonder
Dave,
Dave's just walking
easily
up to.
14,
no
dude.
wonder Dave's just walking up to podcast black
Yeah.
and white. Say, I'm
Straight
just
up,
gonna say that.
dude, it's hanging on his knees.
That's why he drinks Bush.
Wait,
light.
Dave, quick question. When you
beer.
get old, does it shrink or does it get longer?
I heard it gets longer.
I heard too.
It gets longer, but it don't get hard.
It don't get.
Oh, damn.
That's what I hear anyway.
It's like earlobes. I can hear more.
That's what I hear. Obviously, Dave. Obviously.
I started
Salute.
off at 2 inches in my early 20s. I'm 74 at 8, and I don't know what to do with it. God damn.
He's got you a slinky,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, stuff a bitch like a turkey.
Boy, that sure went south, didn't it?
That's
Hey, it's
funny.
fun.
That's
But
hilarious.
But the thing is, though, from the truth and comedy, the truth that we do have, let's break it up with a little comedy tension. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get back to some serious shit in a
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
You know? We're gonna.
It's a good, serious
Maybe.
conversation.
I mean, Dave, you dropped but in a beautiful sense. Your RJRE dropped to the end of the hard R is beautiful. I don't
It's
care.
fine. Are you?
Well, but I didn't do it in a bad way.
No,
that's
no,
what I
it
said.
was
That's
within
what
the
I said.
moment.
Within the
Everybody's
right
got to
context.
realize it's there.
It's
I don't
not what
care.
you
I
say,
don't
it's
care
how
what
you
color
say it.
you are. It's there.
You said it
It's
educationally
there.
from an older
You
man
know?
giving us perspective.
You know, it's
Good.
there.
But I'm just again joking. We're all saying what we got to do and saying. But this is the beauty of the A&G podcast. Dave comes through, surprisingly on the second episode, bringing us something. We had nothing. We had something.
We had
thought,
something,
Dave,
and then you gave us
I've
something.
always
gave us
got
brevity.
something.
You
You
gave
always,
us some
man,
brevity
you
to
know.
it. As a 70-year-old or 71, you said?
I'm 71 years old.
71, you got
71.
a lot of tales to tell, my man.
No,
And
man, one thing I'd also say about the culture from back home and here, one thing I realize is that back home, when you're old, you are revered as an important member of society. Because
Not so much here.
Not so much here.
Which is sad.
Not so
We've
much
lost
here.
that.
No, because here they don't listen. But back home, the elders are walking libraries. You know what
Well, they
I mean?
are.
In
They
the
are,
Mexican
because they
culture as
know
well,
stuff, and then we respect our elders. But here in America, dude, we put our elders in homes whereby people that don't even know them take care of them. Not because, like, we don't listen to old people. Here you get old, they shove you to the side. But I'm like, who better to cancel
it's
the
tough
young
because when you get
people?
senile, it does get hard.
I'll
There
let-
is things.
Well,
You know
but
why you get
Yeah.
so shoved to the
I
side
don't
here
want my dad
a
to pull
lot?
a gun to shoot me.
It is more because, like you were just saying, you just hit it on. People get to a point to where you can't take care of your you know, and we have the money to where we can put them into a place where somebody can take care of them better than we can.
And
But
may
is
I
that
say-
right? If my
well,
dad got old, I would be seen as
A hero.
no, if I would be seen as a failure as a son if I put him in a home in my
Well,
culture.
but can you sit there 24 hours a day and take care of him?
That's
And then
why I
your
have
family?
a wife and kids.
No, but
So
do
it's
you
like
wanna
this
put-
Well,
but do
society.
you
but
wanna
then you're
put
putting
that-
the pressure on your wife and kids.
That's
You're
the-
taking away their life.
That's
But
the
you
American
took care
value
of
system
me
of
taking
what we
away
do.
your life when I was
No.
younger.
No,
Why can
they
you not
gave me
return
life.
the favor?
They gave.
Yeah, they gave me
you
life.
take care, but dude, look, my father, my dad that raised me, he's 65. Bad knees now. He's now doing his thing. He's still fine, but my
If you
grandmother.
got to that point,
look,
wouldn't you take care of him?
I'm going to up to a certain extent, and my father already said, "Hey, son, when it gets to that point, take my guns away, put me in a home. I don't need to be doing them crazy." But
Yeah.
my grandmother, my great grandmother, she is
Bombo clad.
98, 95, starting to get senile.
Yeah.
We don't live in the country, in the same state. My dad can't lift her up all the time. He's 65 for his goddamn
That's
self.
what it
It's
comes down
tough.
to. You know, you
Convenience.
can't give them the care that they
Truly
need.
But sadly, we've seen videos
I mean,
where
what
they
do
do
you guys
abuse
mean?
her.
Because again, back home we had old people. You take care of them. We have old people. Like, for example, my grandmother is getting old. She'll always live with us. There's no way we're gonna put her in a home. She's our responsibility. I believe, like, it's that familial root thing to whereby, like, nursing homes back home would not be a thing.
No, but the thing is, it's America, and your old grandpa
Okay.
got guns, and he might lose his shit. You'll open the door, and now all of a sudden, your niece, your daughter, you are
You're
shot
right,
because
you're
grandpa
right.
lost his mind.
And you
'cause
have work, and you
America
have
has,
that,
and
you
we
know?
have to work, but America has guns. My dad has guns. My dad is still, even if he loses his mind, is going to be strong enough
But
to pick
is
up a
it better
goddamn
for
gun
society to
and
put-
shoot someone on accident, whether he
My
wants to or
lovely
not.
wife.
Oh,
Hi, Melanie.
Hello,
Melody.
my dear.
Melody, was it?
Melody.
Melody, I got it right.
Mel's
No.
easy.
But Melody is your.
Nice
is
to
your,
meet you, my
Your
love.
mother
You're
named you
gorgeous.
Melody.
And
but
what's your name?
Alex.
Alex.
Nice to meet
my
you.
name is Gregory.
Gregory. Greg.
Greg and Alex.
Dave over here is our walking library. We like to
Yes.
pick his brain whenever we come out
I
here.
don't believe everything he says.
Ah, so you never worked in the west side of the train tracks.
So you never worked in the mines, Dave.
Well, she knows.
So you never killed 50
long
men
have
in
you guys been
Vietnam.
married?
You weren't at Cotton
How
Hill.
long have we been married?
Oh, gee.
I love that. That's how 30,
Yeah.
10, 20,
14 years.
3 years.
14
Oh
years.
wow, that's cute.
Beautiful.
I love that.
And what is the secret to, I know sometimes when he's sleeping, you look at him, you just want to smother him. What keeps you away from doing that?
8
That was
inches.
last night.
I barely made it. No, seriously, what's the secret to a beautiful, lovely relationship?
We
Putting
didn't
up
get
with
together till we were older.
Older.
Oh.
Understanding. Okay.
So growing up,
Yeah, we got
I
together
think it's
after
hard for
kids
people.
were gone
Yeah.
pretty much. And
Well, no, kids aren't gone.
They're never gone.
Oh my God, right? I'm still around for my parents. Jesus Christ.
Well, parents are still around for years.
Yeah. True. I like that, Dave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are
But
you doing anything?
yeah, you're being filmed.
Melanie.
Oh, I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Oh, you're
famous.
The camera loves you, baby. You're
You're
a
a
star.
star.
Your husband's a star.
You're a star, Madeline.
Well, in my eyes.
Yeah.
Amen. Wow.
Thank you, my
Guys,
love.
you can't
Yeah,
see.
that's
She just
cute.
looked at him with the most love in her eyes.
That's it.
Dude.
That's my life right there, guys.
Yeah,
Amen.
that's cute. I love it. And that lets you guys
Amen.
know, even in your 60s, 50s, you can still find love.
Is it easy
Happy.
being married?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Is it easy being married?
Not when
Is it
you're
good?
young. As you
Not
get
when
older,
you're young, but we don't. You know, my first wife. You know, a lot of pressure on people when they, especially when they start having kids.
yes.
It's hard. You know, you need a lot of money first off to raise a kid, and
250
you
grand
really,
on average.
yeah, and you really your life's. You know, you're having to make money to support all this, and you don't have enough time as you should for your kids. You know,
Because you're working.
because you're working.
That's why I switched and even took $1 paid deduction, so now I can be there with my children in the daytime. But even then, it's like, okay, now I have time with the kids, but now the financial side may
It
be
starts
a little tougher.
squeezing.
So it's where
Yes.
where do you find that balance in life as a father?
Is there
and then
really
try
a
to
balance?
keep a wife happy. Oh no.
We've created a monetary dependence in the United States to where both people have to work in order to be able to afford the life that's good for you to live. I mean,
My parents were that
just
exact.
to feed yourselves.
Yeah. I mean, very soon we'll
house
start
yourselves
having
every
sweatshops, dude. Even the fucking baby will have to go to work, bro. Put together a
that's
fucking
it.
iPhone.
Now, with my $24 an hour job, I would say that I'll just be open and blunt. I'm able to provide for an $1,800 rent, give my family what they need in food. But I will say this though, my wife is now making a little bit of cash. It may not be permanent, but that gives me a little bit of breathing room
It
to now
alleviates.
take a dollar deduction and be with my family more. But basically, what he's saying is true. That now, yes, in a way, two people do need to be having an income. And now
You have
that
to.
yeah, now that the college thing is kind of going away, what's college for now in a bit? But trade schools are coming up, you know. But either way, though, no matter what, to have a two household system with money definitely alleviates a lot of stress on the man and or the woman that may be working and handling
So
the
if
financial
we're
aspect
in a
of it.
very great society, as you say, a society that's democratic and good like this and all this and that, psychologically and socially, the system we have does not work for a better way of life. So again, like I said, one of
Yes and
There's
no,
that
it's not.
democracy
There's
you keep
gray.
talking about.
There's gray
there is
areas
that-
to it.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
You're
'cause
hitting
again,
our American
I'm from
button.
the outside.
But-
I'm from the
but-
outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when
But
people
it's
ask me,
definitely
where
still
do
a
you
better
like?
standard of living, even though we
But
suck at
again,
it.
how? Okay, this is what I'm saying.
But our struggle, I'd
Immigrants
rather
have a
struggle
say.
my struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. My struggle, Mein Kampf, disgusting.
Yeah.
That's- but
you'd
the
rather
struggle
live-
in America is
Yeah.
a first world struggle versus a third world struggle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Which is a little bit different. I don't like saying it or putting it like that, but it is true. Even then, homeless people are, regardless of mental illness and things like that.
Oh,
but
dude,
there
your
are
homeless
drugs-
people have options here, bro.
But
They're fancy.
they have things, you know what I mean? Even
Some
the
of them
homeless
have
people-
options.
But yeah, so that's why,
know.
regardless of mental illness, it's a tough one. It's tough, and disabilities, you know. But
I
you
mean,
can
we
go
have
to
a
a
saying.
dumpster and find things. You can go to things.
We have a saying in my culture and as immigrants, live like a slave in America to live like a king back home. Most immigrants don't stay here forever.
My grandfather
we
did
just
the
come
same.
here.
My
We
grandfather,
just come
yes.
here to make money.
And
And then
go back.
that's my ideal goal. I came here to get a job and get money. But once I am set or even I get a remote job, I will still do my job from Africa. Because genuinely, even if you think things
A
are
remote
worse
job.
in a third world country, the quality of life is better in those places. You have people
But
with
now you're
nothing
talking about-
that are more happier than people with all things here, and yet you have
But-
the
but-
highest mental issues, highest suicide rates, highest divorce rates, highest school shootings,